Man, Teofimo Lopez just served a master class. He just shut down all the haters. Anybody that was talking shit about, oh, mental health this, mental health that. I hope y'all done caught on what the hell he was doing. Cause y'all gonna sound really stupid right now. This whole time, he been doing all this shit on purpose that he knew was gonna make y'all talk about him. Look at all the shit that they showed throughout the whole fight. Look at how they hyped it up to where, oh, he gonna lose, he gonna lose, he gonna lose. And then boom, boom, right after right after right. Big, straight down the pipe. Big. So, now, with that being said, I don't think anyone in the 140 can mess with Teofimo Lopez. Ain't no Regis Progress. He gonna lose to Tio. Jose Ramirez. He gonna lose to Tio. Rolly. They friends, but he better shake that belt somehow. Drop it. Something. Move up and wait. Something. I don't think he wants to take a loss in order to lose the belt, so he might as well just go up and wait or something, just vacate the belt. You know what I'm saying? Get caught with drugs or something. I'm joking. But in reality, when it all comes down to it, it's all gonna circle down to he gonna want all the belts, and whoever got that belt gonna have to fight him. So, that being said, Rolly Romero got to do something about that belt. And yeah, man, those my thoughts on the fight. I don't think Ryan is fucking with Tio. I don't think uh, Devin is gonna be able to do anything with Tio. Tio dominated Taylor way better than he dominated Lomachenko. So everybody thought that Lomachenko was a fluke. But now y'all see it wasn't no fluke. When Tio told everybody he had that problem with his chest, so that's why he lost the fight to Kambosos. Now y'all can see what type of performance he has when he's at 100%. Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised. Listen to this right now. I wouldn't be surprised if later on in the interview he comes out and says that he underperformed with Sandor Martin in order to get Taylor to lower his guard and go for the fight. Because if he would have looked too good against Sandor Martin, he would have probably never taken the fight. So he had to probably underperform, taking a note off of Bevo's book. He had to do that in order to get Canelo to fight him. So that's just one of my theories, but that might I think that's a good theory to go off of. And yeah, that Sandor Martin thing, I think that shit should be forgotten by now. Honestly, nobody talking about this dude. Don't nobody think that Sandor could beat Taylor or Regis or Jose Ramirez. He might have a chance against Rolly if he runs the whole time like he did with Tio. But if Rolly catches him, he might just drop his ass. You never know. Now, one thing y'all should realize also, shout out to Pedro Campa. He was the first fight that Tio had in the 140 division. And I wouldn't say he gave Tio problems, but he held his own up until he got, technically knocked out. Because he didn't get knocked out. It was a technical knockout. So, but he did good. And Tio made that shit look easy, right? Fast forward to Brandon Lee, undefeated fighter, 140 pounds. Well, he was at 135, but I believe he fought 140 to fight Kampa, if I'm not mistaken. And it was an all-out war. So, that goes to show that there's levels. There's levels to this. You can be an undefeated fighter and still not be good enough to go and fight for the titles. I'm not saying Brandon Lee is not good enough to fight for the titles, just saying there's reasons why different fighters get different opportunities. Same with the Barbosa dude. All respects to Arnold Barbosa, but he is not ready for Teo. You are undefeated. I get it, and you got you. I think what is it, Continental belt? I think you got, but the difference is you have not fought nobody of that caliber. You just fought what's his name, Pedraza, and yeah, you did good. But that's a fight that people were saying was a bad fight for Teo. Nobody said anything about you. You know what I'm saying? That just goes to say, like, if Teo would have fought that dude, everybody talking about, oh, that's too too easy of a fight for Teo. He cherry picking, you know what I'm saying? But fast forward, Arnold Barbosa go and fight that, and everybody give him respect for winning. Like, you see what I'm saying? Do y'all get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. I'm just pointing out a couple facts. You can go look at all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody, like, it was crickets when the fight was announced. I didn't even know they fought till afterwards. I had to do a little homework, you know what I'm saying? So, point to the matter is, there's nobody really messing with Teo at the 140 pounds. If y'all think about it, the same style that Taylor used the past 5 fights, maybe even 6, was the same style that he used against Teo today. He likes to rough up and, like, use his body a lot, shoulders. He likes to fight on the inside a lot. Cheap shots, whole lot of cheap shots. Dirty fighter. No disrespect, just what we all saw. You can, if you a Taylor fan, you can go look at that at any of his fights. He's a very dirty fighter. He fought very dirty today with Teo. That's cool though. They ain't even take a point off his ass, but that would have been he was losing anyways. There was no point in taking a point. So yeah, Jack Catterall, I believe, would still not have the skills to be. I wouldn't say he doesn't have a chance, because everybody got a chance. You know what I'm saying? It's boxing. Anything could happen. Just like with the Cambosos fight. When he fought George Cambosos, that was his worst night. But till this day, for those that watched the fight, to this day, I believe there isn't many other fights that could top that fight. Even on Teo's worst night, I believe that was one of the best fights of the decade. You can watch that fight, and those dudes, like Teo and Cambosos, they went to war. Teo ended up losing. I had him winning, but I'm a Teo fan, so I might have been a little biased, but that was on Teo's worst night. On Teo's worst night, Cambosos had his best night and went home with the win. Now, Taylor, He came out and he was doing his thing at the beginning. It ain't no excuse. See, Teo, in that fight, he came out losing. Like, he was in the first round. I believe he got knocked down or the second. But point is, he was whooping Kambosos ass the whole time. Boom, 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 boom. Landing clean shots. Kambosos was on the pedals the whole back foot. Ooh, 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 the whole time. The whole time he was running backwards. Then he landed a lucky shot and he lost that first round. So he started off the fight losing off the rip. Then after that, he was playing catch up and he started winning some of the rounds. But you know that tiredness. Anybody with asthma know you can't breathe, you can't move your body and shit. The oxygen being not going to your brain fucks with your eyesight. You can't see as good. So when it comes down to fighting him, he wasn't fighting at 100%. He was probably fighting at 30%. So imagine if every single punch that he might have, that was close to landing at 50% on that fight, imagine if they were at 100%. They would have been quicker, sharper, faster. Well, I guess quicker and faster are the same shit. But point is, they would have been faster. They would have been sharper. So he wouldn't have been able to dodge them. Kambosos, that is. And then the punches that landed on Teo, that he barely, almost got out the way, or that landed flush. The ones that landed very, very flush, they would have landed barely. And the ones that landed barely, they wouldn't have landed at all, because he would have been at 100%, but he was at 50%. So now you see, I didn't want to talk about that shit, because y'all would have been like, oh, you a Teo fan, but y'all gotta realize this stuff. It all plays down when it comes down to a whole fight. So the fight with Kambosos was super close, even though that was Teo's worst night. Y'all can say a whole lot of shit, but whenever y'all actually watch the fight, it was very close fight on Teo's worst night. Fast forward to now, Teo's best night. Now you see he done beat Loma, schooled him. He done beat Taylor, schooled to him. Beat two of the best fighters in boxing right now. 2 times he has beat a pound for pound best in the division fighter. And y'all gonna still doubt him. Y'all gonna still talk shit, all this shit. It's fine. But yo, that's my first review.